If it feels like manifestation is not working for you, you're gonna wanna stop and watch this video. There are a few missing pieces that many people overlook, and they could change everything for you. Hi there, I'm Steph. You can also call me Stevie. I'm a Chopra-certified embodiment facilitator, and much of my work is rooted in helping others gain clarity and align their energy with their goals. In this video, I'm sharing 5 reasons why your manifestations might not work, how to fix them, and practical exercises to help you set intentions that stick. Let's dive in. Pitfall number 1 is unclear intentions. Imagine getting into an Uber without putting in a destination. The driver's not going to know where to go. Manifestation works the same way. The universe needs specifics. So in my first year as a wellness entrepreneur, I was really focused on manifesting abundance, but I also didn't realize how unclear I was on how I was going to make that happen. I'm sure this sounds familiar because many people struggle with unclear intentions. They might say things like, I want more money, or I want to be happy, or I want to be successful. These are common desires, but they're too vague to guide your actions. Ask yourself, what does success look like for you? What does happiness feel like for you? Without those specifics, the universe doesn't have a roadmap to follow. And this is where many people get stuck. They have desires, but they aren't clear enough about what those desires truly are. So let's pause for a second. Maybe you close your eyes, maybe you don't, but I want you to take a deep breath and exhale. And I want you to think of one thing that you're trying to manifest right now. Is there a way that you can make it more specific? Think about it, write it down, and share it in the comments. As an Ayurvedic educator, I often remind my clients that wellness is not a one-size-fits-all concept. Your desires and intentions should reflect your personal values, your needs, and your purpose. One tool I use with clients to help them find clarity is the Wheel of Life, which you may have heard of if you've ever had coaching or services similar to that. This tool helps you visualize all the key areas of your life, from career, health, relationships, etc., and you rate each area on a scale of 1 to 10. This exercise is so simple, but it reveals where you're thriving and where you might want to put more focus. So let's break this down with an example. Let's say that your health is at a 5 on the Wheel of Life and your goal is to manifest vitality. A vague goal like, I want to be healthy, isn't actionable or specific. Instead, you might say something like, I want to feel vibrant and energized by incorporating 30 minutes of daily movement and prioritizing 8 hours of sleep each night and eating nutritious meals that fuel my body. Now you have a clear picture of what you want with specific actions tied to a clear outcome. And this allows you to shift your goal from just being a wish to becoming a tangible plan that you can begin to act on immediately. So here's a practical tip to help you gain clarity on your intentions. Write down your intentions for different areas of your life. You can start with just one area, and maybe it's your career, maybe it's health, whatever it is that you want to focus on. Then get as specific as you possibly can. For example, instead of saying, I want a new job, you could say, I want to find a career that allows me to express my creativity, provides financial stability, and aligns with my values. Once you've written down your intention, break it down. What steps can you take today? What resources do you need? Keep refining until you are crystal clear on exactly what you want to manifest, and don't be afraid to get detailed. The more specific you are, the more the universe will understand your desires and start aligning opportunities with them. Pitfall number 2 is lack of belief. So let's say you want to manifest a thriving business, but deep down you have a small voice in your head telling you that you're not capable or no one's going to hire you. This creates a block. It's like saying you want to drive across town, but you don't believe the car is going to get you there. And if you doubt the vehicle, you're never going to get to your destination. Belief is foundational in manifestation. Without it, you're subconsciously sabotaging your efforts. The way we believe in ourselves shapes the actions we take or don't take. Society in particular often tells us that we're not good enough or that success is reserved for certain types of people. And I can relate to this personally. When I first started my business, I doubted whether anyone would want to work with me. I struggled with the feeling that I didn't have enough experience or I wasn't qualified enough to offer value. I had to start believing that what I had to offer was valuable and that others would see it too. The key here is to start small and to build your belief gradually. Focus on simple affirmations that feel achievable. For example, instead of saying I'm a successful entrepreneur, which may feel a little bit distant right now, try something like I'm open to receiving abundance. This might feel more approachable, and over time, it'll help to start shifting your mindset. And as you repeat this affirmation, the energy behind it begins to reinforce your belief in your potential. So here's a little secret. Affirmations are most powerful when they truly resonate with who you are and what you want to achieve. So rather than using generic affirmations that you might find on the internet or from somebody else, try crafting affirmations that are more personal to your journey. Because when you infuse your own energy into the words, they automatically become way more authentic. Not only that, but their power amplifies. And this is the key to shifting your mindset and reprogramming your beliefs over time. The third pitfall that I observe is misaligned actions. Are your actions aligned with your intentions? Because it's one thing to say that you want something, but what are you actually doing to co-create it? Intentions are powerful, but they need to be supported by consistent aligned action. Manifestation is an active process, so it's not just about wishing or speaking something into existence. That's part of it, but it's also about actively co-creating with the universe. You can think of it like a dance. You take a step forward and the universe responds. When your actions are in harmony with your desires, it creates confusion and mixed signals. For example, if you're manifesting a health goal, but you continue to skip your workouts or you avoid taking the steps needed to care for your body, you're sending a signal to the universe that you're not fully committed to your goal. Manifestation requires you to meet the universe halfway, and that's where aligned action comes in. So to align your actions with your desires, break your goal down into smaller, actionable steps. Let's say you're trying to manifest more abundance in your life. Instead of waiting for this big shift to come on its own, create a practical plan. Set clear financial goals, track your spending, save a little each month, and network with people who can open doors for you to get to where it is you want to go. Manifestation isn't about sitting back and waiting for things to magically happen. And while that would be convenient, it's really about taking inspired action and being proactive. Remember that the universe can only meet you halfway if you're actively showing up. And so this is where embodiment really comes into play. In my Ayurvedic practice, I really like to look at how your daily lifestyle, habits, and routines reflect your deeper intentions. So if you're manifesting greater health, for instance, how does your daily routine support that? Try starting small. Create an action plan with 1 to 2 simple aligned steps that you can take every day. So maybe it's setting aside time for a nourishing breakfast, or something like going for a walk, or even just practicing meditation to align your mind to your body's needs. These small, consistent actions start to build momentum and send a clear signal to the universe that you are serious about what you're trying to manifest. For me, aligning my actions really just meant showing up consistently with my offerings, and even when I wasn't sure how they would be received, just putting them out there in front of people. When I first started my business, it definitely felt a little intimidating and uncertain, but I knew that if I did not take consistent action, nothing was going to change. And so I started creating content, I started networking with other practitioners, I reached out to potential clients, and I really just showed up for my work every day. And the journey is ongoing, but the key was showing up even when I felt unsure. That's when doors started opening and when things really started flowing. Consistency and alignment make all the difference in the manifestation process. Okay, so pitfall number 4 is impatience. I'm into gardening, and so I really like to think of manifestation as being like planting seeds. You don't dig them up every day to see if they're growing, because then you're going to disrupt the germination process. Because if you pull up the seed too early, it'll never have a chance to sprout. And so just like seeds need time to grow, your manifestations need time to unfold. Speaking from experience, impatience often comes from a place of fear or doubt. We might feel like we're not seeing results fast enough, and that creates resistance. It's really easy to get frustrated when we don't see immediate signs of progress, but when we focus too much on the end result or we try to rush the process, we inadvertently block our manifestations, and that's not what we want. Impatience creates tension, and tension really disrupts the natural flow of the energy that's already working in your favor. And so try to shift your mindset. Instead of focusing solely on the outcome, try focusing on the present moment. What can you do today to nurture your manifestation? I promise you, what's meant for you won't miss you. Also, I find that gratitude is one of the most powerful tools to shift impatience. So each day, try to make space to express gratitude for the things you already have. This simple practice can shift your energy and help you feel more at ease with the process of manifestation. And over time, this mindset will help you build the deeper trust in the timing of your journey. Let's pause for a second. Grab a piece of paper or a journal, or even type in your notes app and write down 3 things that you're grateful for right now. Notice how it shifts your energy. Let me know how it feels in the comments. When I first started my business, I just wanted everything to happen immediately. I had this huge vision and I was so excited to see it manifest right away, but I really had to learn to trust the process and understand that true growth takes time. And so I did that by celebrating the small wins, everything from landing my first client to completing my first guidebook, and even those moments where I felt challenged. This YouTube channel is something that I'm celebrating right now. When I embraced patience and found gratitude in the journey, that's when the bigger breakthroughs started to come in and things started to flow much more easily. Gratitude is a magnet for abundance. The more you appreciate, the more you attract. And the 5th and final pitfall that I observe when people are trying to manifest is resistance to change. This is such a big one for me. Resistance is such a sneaky one because we often don't even realize it's happening. It often shows up as procrastination, self-sabotage, or clinging to old habits. I have personally had moments where I've resisted success because I didn't feel ready for the responsibility, or I was afraid of what it would mean for my life. It's so easy to stay in the familiar, even when what's familiar no longer aligns with who we're becoming. It's like being at a crossroads. One path feels safe but stagnant, while the other is unknown but full of possibility. So tell me, which one are you going to take? Resistance often arises from a fear of the unknown, a fear of failure, or even fear of success itself. Our subconscious mind is wired to seek comfort. And so even if that comfort doesn't serve us anymore, we're inclined to stay in familiar patterns. We may also fear that stepping into our full power will bring more responsibility or change than we can handle. But what we need to understand is that these fears are based on limiting beliefs that don't reflect our true potential. So here's a powerful exercise that you can try. Journal about your fears. I know, just do it. Take some quiet time to ask yourself, what am I afraid of losing if I achieve this? Write down everything that comes to mind with no judgment. Then work on releasing those fears through practices like affirmations, meditation, or even breath work. You can also practice visualizing yourself living your desired reality. Picture yourself stepping into that new version of you. Picture yourself thriving in your business. Picture yourself enjoying personal success. What does it feel like? What are you doing? How does it exist in your body? How does it energize you? Let that positive energy anchor you. Over time, these practices will help you shift out of resistance and into alignment. Growth can feel uncomfortable, I know, but the truth is that transformation does not happen in the comfort zone. It happens when we stretch ourselves. The discomfort you feel when resisting change is a sign that you're on the precipice of something big. It's not a sign that you're on the wrong path. In fact, it's a sign that you're moving in the right direction. So I'd like to invite you to embrace that discomfort as a companion on your journey, because on the other side of resistance is your greatest breakthrough. Manifestation is magic, but it also requires clarity, belief, aligned actions, patience, and gratitude. Integrate these and you'll notice shifts in both your manifestations and your energy. If you'd like some personal support on clarifying your purpose and intentions, I would be honored to support you. You can learn more about working with me one-on-one at srlwellbeing.com, and this is an open invitation to take the next step on your manifestation journey. So tell me, which of these steps resonated most with you? Let me know in the comments. I'd also love to hear how you're applying these tips in your own life, so come back in a week and let me know what shifted for you. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more tips on aligning your energy with your goals. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.